Hey, everybody, I'm John Granato. You can hear me mornings on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. That's Josh Jordan. Sunday mornings on Moneyline on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. He's also the editor of SportsMapHouston.com. And if you haven't hit subscribe to these videos, please do so you get all of our content. Hey, Josh, toward the ends of the season, we saw Davis Mills really start to put things together. I thought he looked pretty good. You know, Tim Kelly is gone. Tim Kelly was the coordinator. Tim Kelly should get most of the credit. But how much credit do we give to Pep Hamilton, who was the quarterback's coach?
I give him a lot of credit because he's got a much better pedigree here. I mean, Pep started as a quarterback coach in 2004. And, you know, when we look at Kelly, he didn't really have anything to do with the quarterbacks until 2019 when he was essentially named the offensive coordinator. So if you look at the experience and look at what Pep has done, you know, he was the OC with the Colts when Andrew Luck was there. Luck went to the Pro Bowl 2 out of those 3 seasons. The one that he didn't, he was hurt, and he had his best year of his career with Pep as OC. So, and, you know, we look at the Herbert stuff, and I think a lot of this goes to Pep Hamilton. I'm leaning with him over Tim Kelly.
Yeah, I really don't know. We don't know what in the building. We don't know. You know, we do know that Tim Kelly was calling the plays that he was successful with, or in some instances, not very successful with. The offense sucked under Tim Kelly. There's no question about that. But the defense sucked, and Lovie Smith got a head coaching job out of it. So that's not what we're worried about here. I'm a little bit worried about Pep Hamilton, and looking at those stats with the Colts, they did not run the football. They were like last in the league in DVOA running the football. Now, they did have Trent Richardson, who was a huge, huge bust. But guess what you got here? You don't even have Trent Richardson. You got David Johnson. You got Rex Burkhead. You got literally nothing. Now, hopefully this offseason they help that. But Pep Hamilton is known to now get his quarterback injured because Andrew Luck took a beating when Pep Hamilton was calling those plays. Hopefully that won't be the case here with Davis Mills. Now, Lance on our show said that he thinks the ceiling for Davis Mills is Derek Carr. Would you be okay if Davis Mills turns into a quarterback as good as Derek Carr?
Absolutely, especially considering the quarterbacks that are available this year in the draft. I think you give him another year to play. I mean, look at Derek Carr, 3 Pro Bowls. 2016, he was 3rd in MVP voting behind Brady, and that was the year Matt Ryan won it. So there is some good upside with Derek Carr. You know, I think Lance also kind of brought up the Matt Schaub comparison. 2 Pro Bowls for Matt Schaub. We're very, very well aware of what he did here in Houston. But the Derek Carr one makes me a little more excited. You can win with Derek Carr. You got to have some good things around him, and that doesn't keep you. If there's a quarterback sitting there in a year or two and you're kind of like, maybe we've already peaked with Derek Carr, that doesn't keep you from taking a flyer on another quarterback.
No, listen, Derek Carr could win big. He made the playoffs. Their defense was the worst in like 30 years in red zone efficiency. So they scored a lot of points against them, and yet Derek Carr was still able to get them into the playoffs. So to me, if he's Derek Carr, that's a big win, especially where he was drafted, and especially with the college career that he had. He didn't have Derek Carr's college career. He didn't have the number of starts. He wasn't drafted nearly as high as Derek Carr was. If you get that kind of production out of Davis Mills, and you know what? I will say this, he throws a really nice ball down the field with guys who, Derek Carr has much better receivers, better tight end, better running game. Derek Carr has all kinds of advantages over what we saw out of Davis Mills. So if you see that kind of production out of Davis Mills, that's a big win.
Yeah, I'd be thrilled. And we know how bad the offensive line was this past year. They could not run the ball. So everybody knew what they were going to do with Davis Mills, either run it into the line for a 2-yard loss or they were going to throw it. And he just got so much better as the year went along. I saw a lot of good things out of him, and it's not like he has the best receivers in the world to throw to either.
The best receivers in the world? He probably got the worst receiving core in football. That's quite the understatement there. And yet he did a pretty good job. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know that Davis Mills is the answer, but goodness gracious, that was a heck of a start for a guy put into the situation that he was put into.